Lord of Levin. Levin? Or Levin? Or Levin? Something like that. Thank you for responding to my call with such haste. Rest assured, I should not have summoned you were not. I should not have summoned you were it not urgent. To business then. I have received some most disturbing news from the Order of the Twin Adder. They have reason to believe that the Sylphs may have called for their revered guardian, the Primal Ramu. I'm sorry, may have? Then it's not certain. The Elder Seer informed us that the elementals themselves murmur of the Lord's Levin return to the forest. The Sylphlands, however, display no signs of undue commotion. Forgive me, Antecedent, but that fact did not contradict the elemental's testimony. Unlike his more bellicose compeers, Garuda and so on, Ramu is reputed to act only in the defense of his children. I imagine he would soon make his presence known if any were foolish enough to direct and endanger the Sylphs of their territory. The abruptness of this development concerns me. We were not keeping a close watch on the touched ones and their movements. If preparations for summoning ritual were indeed underway, it would surely not have escaped your notice. Oh, it didn't. I was pretty sure it was going to happen, just not this soon. I beg your pardon, you foresaw this eventually and did not to prevent it. I told Papalimu I suppose I could have reported things to Mphila earlier, but there honestly wasn't much we could do except wait and see. You know how the Sylphs feel about people poking around their territory. They already summoned Ramu once right after the calamity, but that was because the Garlands came trampling through the forest. And so long as Castrum Orion stands, the Sylphs cannot be blamed for wishing to have their guardian deity on hand. In short, Ira and I are in agreement. The actions of the forest folk were inevitable and unavoidable. And I maintain that observation would have remained the best policy had it not been for the sudden influx of strangers to Black Shroud. That, alas, we did not foresee. By all accounts, the recent violence in Yuda drove a number of refugees to seek safety under the concealing canopy of trees. It is like the Sylphs perceived this panic emigration as yet another invasion, and quickened their efforts to summon their god. I am put in mind of Titan and the kobolds. Once again, it is the affairs of men which have paved the way for a primal's coming. Indeed, one cannot help but wonder what manner of place Urza would be without the civilizing influence of mankind. But that as it may, this regrettable development does afford us an unique opportunity. Ryusei, through your dealings with the Sylphs of Little Solos, you once succeeded in preventing an ultimately conflict with Gridania. I wonder, might one who has treated with the Sylphs so fruitfully in the past, not achieve similar success with the patron deity? If Ramu can be convinced of our intentions, it may be the first step to breaking the cycle of primal summoning. I found hope. Were such a thing possible, we would not have been at war with the beastmen since the immemorial. But mayhap this time we can... Let us continue the discussion anon. We must needs first consult with the nation most affected by Ramu's presence. The Elder Seer has requested your personal involvement, Ryusei. Pray report to Commandant Hilua at the Adder's Nest as soon as you're able. Steel yourself for the worst. While I hope for a peaceful resolution to this matter, experience suggests that your meeting with this Lord of Levin will prove less than amicable. In such an event, your fellow Science will of course lend you whatever support you require. Yeah, I've seen where this is going. Hey, Hilua. Oh, Ryusei of the Science, your arrival has been most anticipated. The appearance of a primal is ever cause for alarm on the knees. Though my men stand ready for any eventuality, I know of none more qualified than you to snuff out this threat. Indeed, I would have you do so without delay. The Elder Seer, however, will speak to you first. She is of the opinion that your diplomatic, rather than martial, skills may better serve our cause. I will leave further explanation to our learned leader, Pray make your way to Novika's altar. The conjurers in the tents will admit you to Zlato's tent. Let me in. Hello guys. You got this table here again?
Scions of the seventh dawn, on behalf of the people of Gridania, I bid you welcome. Your presence is of great comfort to us all in these days of uncertainty. I summoned you here to share tidings of a most urgent nature. But a short while ago, the great elemental spoke, and his voice was clarion in its intensity. Ramu is returned unto the forest. Scarce had his words ceased to echo in mine ears when we were visited by an emissary from Little Solace.
Is it Frixio? Muxio?
Our guest informs us that the sylphs too have sensed the presence of the Lord of Levin. Though his exact whereabouts remain unknown, we may safely assume that the primal was summoned within the heart of the Sylphlands.
I mean, sure. The touched ones?
Unlike the other primals you have encountered, Lord Ramu is no raging avatar of destruction. He is revered as much for his wisdom as his strength, serving as both arbiter and guardian to his children. Given that we and the Sylphs found a way to share the Twelves Wood, it is my hope that this sagely immortal will be amenable to reason, and that conflict may be avoided. Blessed as you are with the power of the Echo, you are one of the few among us who may commune with a primal without fear of influence. I would ask, therefore, that you represent us in this most delicate of negotiations. The Twelves Wood has suffered enough. Upon this, we and the Sylphs, and I would venture Lord Ramu himself, are in perfect accord. Let us not endanger our shared home by engaging in unnecessary hostilities. Dear friend, I beseech you, safeguard the peace which exists between our peoples. You have my thanks.
How could I refuse?
Pray make for Little Solace, then. A member of the Order of the Twin Adder awaits you there. He will advise you on how to find the Lord of Levin. An ill wind blows through the forest. Yet, it is not only the Twelves Wood that flinches at its coming. All the lands of Eorzea shiver in dread anticipation. Have care.
Hey guys. Realcy of the Science, I was told to expect you. I understand you go to treat with the Primal Ramu himself, an unenviable task, but one for which I have no doubt you are well suited. I have been told that your fellow Scions are conducting an investigation of the area as we speak. That we might ascertain the location where the Lord of Levin might be found, I would ask that you abide here until they return with their findings. I will. I shall indeed. Yes, I shall.